An important feature of this course is your control over what you will learn. And learning contracts are going to be the vehicle that'll allow you to do this. This presentation that I'm going to be speaking to is also available in the Module 1 Edmodo group. And this will allow you access to the live links you see. So what do we know about adult learners? A couple important things are we are very self-directed and independent. And we insist that learning be relevant and connected to our interests in our real-life situations, such as our jobs. But as adults, we are in professional contexts. We are teachers or administrators or other kinds of skilled workers. And we're part of organizations, and these organizations have professional learning that they expect us to engage with. And oftentimes these organizations are the ones determining what we're going to learn, the resources we're going to use, and the evaluation methods for this learning. So this creates a problem. We're between a rock and a hard place. We have our adult learning needs to be self-directed, and the organization has a need to get across information they feel is important to the organization. This conflict may cause the learner to withdraw or resist what the organization wants them to learn. So think about your own experience with your school or your job site. Have you ever been in a situation where you're so unengaged with what the organization feels is important that you don't pay attention, and in fact you might even feel angry and almost abused? We don't want this to happen in this course. So the solution for us is to use learning contracts, because they're going to provide a way to resolve this conflict between your needs and the needs of the course. Among the benefits of learning contracts is they provide a way for us, adult learners, to develop a sense of ownership, and it also makes our learning objectives clear and explicit to everybody, the instructor and the learner. So to create a learning contract, we first want to start with what we want to learn. And so we can use professional standards to identify learning goals and levels. And we can assess the gap between where you want to be and where you are at now. Once you determine what you want to learn, you need to describe that. And you want to pay special attention to describing what you want to learn and not what you're going to do. And this is where the course objectives would be a great asset to you, because you could make those course objectives your personal learning objectives. Now, the C4 model of learning has partnered with Hamline University to offer graduate credit for this course. And if you're intending on registering for graduate credit, you should incorporate all the required assignments from the course into your learning contract. So once you determine what you want to learn, you need to think about the resources and strategies you'll use to get there. And so you can describe how you will accomplish these objectives. You can identify the resources you will need. An interesting point here is human resources should be considered. And those resources could be the facilitator of this course or other course participants who bring their own knowledge and skills to bear. And of course, identify the experiences, strategies, and tools you're going to use as you learn. Of course, a great option is to use the course materials and experiences and tools as part of this process. All right, when are you going to get these things done? This is almost like a timeline. And what evidence is going to indicate that achievement? A great thing here is to use the course due dates to help you with that timeline. How are you going to know that you've learned what you've set out to learn? What is your criteria for evaluation? And how will you validate that evidence? Some great options here, of course, using the course assignment criteria, and then collaborate with facilitator or participants on evaluation. Perhaps you team with someone and you evaluate each other's outcomes, and you can also involve me as the facilitator as well. Finally, there's some great links in this presentation to a template and to some sample contracts that come from another course. One is in a table format and one is in a bulleted list.